and let's get this party started up. So welcome to the Power Up Market Update. It's April 15th, 2024. I'm super excited to be here with all of you. Thank you. Thank you so much for your attention. Thank you for your time. And as always, just want to do a quick little starter here with, just remember to be fully present. Bring your full attention to the Zoom. Eliminate all distractions. Focus and stay with the conversation. Engage and drop insights just like you guys have been. Thank you so much for participating. Understand that how you do anything is how you do everything. And remember that this conversation today is specifically for you, all of you, every single one of you that is here. You are here for a reason. So the conversation that I prepared, which I'm going to be covering in the second half of the training, is the power of discipline. And first, we're going to get started up with a lot of energy like we typically do. We're going to be going into affirmations. And again, guys, energy is that thing that we need to succeed. We need to thrive. We need to make our dreams happen. So if you're having a challenge pulling your energy forward right now to do these affirmations, I just want to challenge you to think about that. If you have a challenge bringing your energy up now, it's going to be very difficult for you to do the things that you need to do to really get to your goals and dreams. So I want to encourage you to amplify your energy. I want to encourage you to be loud. I want to encourage you to be weird. I know, it's not comfortable, but let's go ahead and get started up. I know this community is all lit up and excited about this. So what we're going to do is I'm going to say 1, 2, 3, power up. We do that 3 times. And then you guys are just going to repeat after me. So make sure you guys unmute yourselves because I do want to hear you guys participating full out. It's okay if you guys scare the neighbors or, somebody calls you crazy. That's totally cool. So unmute yourselves. Let's hear you guys. All we're going to get started up is 1, 2, 3, power up.
Power up. Power up.
1, 2, 3, power up.
Power up.
1, 2, 3, power up.
Power up. Power up.
High energy equals high income.
High energy
equals high income.
high income.
Every day and every way, I'm getting better and better.
Every day and every way,
Every way I'm getting better and better.
Every day and every way, I'm getting stronger and stronger.
Every day and every way, I'm getting stronger.
Every day and every way, I'm getting smarter and smarter.
Every day and every way, I'm getting
Smarter.
I have perfect health.
I have perfect health.
I was born to win.
I was born to win.
I'll never surrender.
I will never surrender.
I will always keep growing.
I will always keep growing.
I was born to be great.
I was born to be great.
Today will be the best day of my life, no matter what.
Today will be the best day of my life, no matter what.
All right. Awesome. Thank you guys for playing full out. Thank you guys for doing the affirmations. Remember that your words become your reality. Words create world. So now mute yourselves if you can, please, in the background. All we're going to do is breathe together as a community. And I just encourage you to follow through. You guys can close your eyes if you feel, or actually, if you're in a position to do so. If you're driving, don't close your eyes. But just breathe in through the nose, exhale through the mouth. We're going to do that 6 times. In the last breath, we're just going to hold at the top as long as you can, and then you just let go. So inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Last one, inhale. Hold. Hold. Take another sip of air if you can. And let go whenever you feel called to. I feel a little woozy and dizzy. My brain is telling me, thank you for the oxygen. So if you feel woozy and dizzy or your face is getting a little red, that means it's oxygen hitting your brain. Thank you for doing that. Thank you for breathing together. And this is the wonderful thing you could do before you pick up the call, before you do an open house, before you meet with the customer. Make sure you breathe. Get yourself grounded because you're going to be much more effective and present. And as you already know, when you are present, you can actually notice the body language. You can notice what the customer is actually saying. Very, very powerful. Gratitude. Let's tune into the energy of gratitude. I am so grateful to be here with all of you. I am so grateful to be alive. I'm so grateful for my health. I'm so grateful for the ability to see. I'm so grateful for the ability to hear. I'm so grateful for the roof over my head. I'm so grateful for this wonderful, beautiful community. I'm so grateful for the opportunity. I'm so grateful for the possibilities. I am so grateful for this warm cup of coffee that I just had. I'm so grateful for the clean water that I had to drink. I'm so grateful to be alive. So, what are you grateful for? Fill in the blank. Tune into the energy of gratitude. There is literally so much that you can be grateful for. And it's very, very difficult to be grateful and upset. So, if you ever catch yourself being frustrated, upset, angry, make sure you tune into gratitude. Focus on what you can control. Now, I want you to visualize. I want you to use your mental movie. So you can close your eyes if you can. Again, right? If you're driving, don't do this. But visualize yourself 1 year from now, having accomplished everything you desire. How are you walking? How are you talking? How are you feeling? What does your bank account look like? What kind of car are you driving? What kind of people are you around? Where are you in the world? I want you to create a mental movie, a vivid image of what you are actually doing and bring that forward, like in this moment, in the now, because the better that you can do that, the better you can live it in the now, the faster that your mind will get the things in your life aligned correctly for you to live in that reality. So that's the power of visualization. Thank you for taking a full action on this exercise. I really appreciate you guys. This is a little bit of what I do every single morning, which is called, a morning routine. I highly encourage you all to do this, right? When you guys are not here, do something in the morning that's going to nourish you first. Remember that you can't pour out of an empty cup. If you're giving and giving and giving and giving, and you're not giving to yourself first, it's going to be very difficult for you to take care of anyone else. So take care of yourself. It could just be walking in nature. It could be obviously exercising, getting the blood flowing, just going for a walk. Do something that you're going to feel better about. Something I started to do again, which I had stopped doing, is yoga. Yoga has been one of the things that I've always I've done for many years, but I kind of stopped doing, and I actually just recently started up again, and I feel night and day different. Night and day different. That's one of the things that makes me happy. So I'm not saying you got to do that, but do whatever makes you happy to bring, fulfillment and joy to your life. Switching gears. Our goal is to serve 21,000 families, $10 billion in volume as a community, and to attract 10,000 agents to our organization. I'm going to go into a local market update first, and then I'm going to go into a national update, which I have 27 slides. So a lot of really good content for you guys. So the local statistics, 1,300 listings hit the market just in LA County in the last 7 days. Orange County, we had 386 listings hit the market in the last 7 days, 449 in San Bernardino County, 673 in Riverside County, 589 in San Diego. A lot of listings being signed, guys. Closed volume in 7 days, 1.4 billion with the B in LA, 7 days, 720 million in Orange County, 224 million in San Bernardino, 399 million in Riverside, and 650 million in San Diego. That's a lot of business, right? If we total out just these 5 counties, that's $3.4 billion in closings, 2,900 homes closed, $86 million in commissions paid. So, boom, 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 boom. I don't know. Somebody said that don't see your market update on the screen. Can you guys see my market update on the screen, or am I not showing
No,
it?
it's not there.
No, it still says gratitude.
Oh, thank you guys for letting me know. I appreciate this. There we go. Let me go ahead and share the screen. Why is this not connecting? Thank you, Tammy, for letting me know. I appreciate you. I'm all talking over here, and you guys are like, wait, what's going on here? This Leo's still on gratitude. So my screen is not cooperating. Give me 1 second. Let me go ahead and refresh this thing. It was uploading on my end, and for some weird reason, it wasn't updating. So let me go ahead and present review. Okay, enter full screen. Okay. All right. So let me go ahead and go back to the market update. Can you guys see this? Yes?
No, Leo, not yet.
Not yet.
Interesting. Okay, cool. Let me see again. How about now?
Beautiful.
Okay, great. Awesome. Thank you guys for letting me know that. All right. So you guys heard me say this already. So $3.4 billion in closed volume, right? You guys can see this still. Yes, yes. 2,900 properties closed, $86 million in commissions paid in the last 7 days. So I like to show you guys the numbers every single week. And obviously, I'm showing you guys just 5 counties. And there's many of you that are here from all over the nation. So make sure you guys get a local market update for your town. But it's very important that you guys are familiar with the numbers, not only for you to share with your customers, but for you to know what's possible. If I know there's $86 million in commissions being paid just around me, I know that it's not a matter of the market of what it does. It's not a matter of anything else other than my action, my commitment, my discipline. So I want to show you guys what's possible. Another thing that was very exciting that EXP just pulled, and when do you pull your states from? I have a couple of different sources. Keeping Current Matters is one of the best sources that I've found. So if you guys want to get national statistics, that's the best website to go to. One thing I do want to go back to here before I go into the national update, there has been a single property buyer broker agreement that was rolled out by EXP. Everybody, please pull out your phones and scan this. This is actually a frequently asked questions link. This is going to show you how to use this agency. This is specifically going to be used for those of you that are getting more leads online. So a lot of you obviously are generating leads on Facebook, whether that be on Zillow, or you guys are using the Revenos programs, or whichever other source. After July, you're going to have a buyer's broker agreement before you show this property. So this is a very powerful way for you to actually just get a one-time showing, which is going to be a lot easier for your customers to sign versus them signing, a 90-day or 6-month type of agreement, which again, you guys will need that anyways, but this is going to get you guys in front of the person. So this is specifically going to be for somebody that you may not have much of a relationship with, that hey, I just want to go take a look at a property. This is what you're going to use this for. This is something that is an industry first. Leo Pareja just rolled this out. He already released this over to Zillow, Redfin, all of the major portals. So if you guys want to use this, this is already in your SkySlope, by the way. So if you guys are wondering, where do I get this single property buyer broker agreement? It's in your SkySlope already. Scan that QR code and that'll give you more additional information. So the next thing is that many of you guys may or may not know that there is a hotline for EXP 24 hours a day. So if you guys have any question, whether that be accounting, whether that's onboarding, whether that's a broker related question, 7 days a week, you guys can call this number. Make sure you save this number, because this is going to save you when, let's just say you can't get a hold of your sponsor or your team leader. If you guys need to know anything, if you need to get a hold of somebody, this 888 number is going to save the day for you 7 days a week. So make sure you save this number. Many of you already know about this, but many people that I've talked to actually didn't know about this. So please make sure you save this. That way you guys can have this available and accessible anytime. So now I'm going to go into the national market update. So this is by Brian Boero, which is the co-founder of 1,000 Watt. So our recent research at 1,000 Watt tells us that the consumer sentiment on this issue, right? We're talking about the NAR settlement, tells us that the consumer sentiment on this issue is malleable and volatile. People have just been blitzed with NAR agrees to slash commissions headline that may ignite a mass consumer price sensitivity. But behavior inertia is strong, and it's a long way from a headline to be a very personal and very serious decision to help buying a home. So we already know that the headlines are not like positive. There's a bunch of stuff out there. That's why you professionals need to be more loud than you ever been. You need to get out there, create more content, educate the consumer, make sure you're reaching out personally to everybody in your life. Let them know what is happening. This is a really cool thing that they also that I pulled, right? Confusion leads to fear. Fear leads to panic, and panic leads to paralysis. A lot of people just like they put their hands up, especially whether that's a consumer or even agents, right? Like there's too much noise. I'm just gonna like not do anything. So don't get to the point where you're paralyzed or your clients are paralyzed. That's gonna be up to you to educate them. That way they can get back on the wagon and get out there and take action. So 91% of respondents agree that would be very stressful, right? And this is a very, very powerful stat. Actually, let me share with you this one first. Which of the following statements do you agree with the most? 76% of consumers say when they buy a home, you should definitely have someone who represents your interest during the whole process. 24% said that buying a home is something you can do mostly on your own, perhaps just with the lawyer to help you with paperwork. So that means that 76% of people, after all of these headlines, after all of this craziness, when they did this poll, 76% of people still want somebody to be there for them. And this goes in correlation with this. 91% of those respondents agree it would be very stressful to navigate the home buying process without a real estate agent or broker. 87% of the respondents believe a real estate agent or broker is an essential, trusted advisor for a home buyer. So, guys, it's imperative that you guys are treating every single buyer like a listing, and more than ever, get loud again, because the consumer still values you. The consumer still wants to use you. It's a very stressful situation. They understand that. And for the 24% or so that, are going to want to hire an attorney and do whatever they want, that's going to be their take. But that's already happening as we speak, right? There's a lot of people that are going the for sale by owner route, which, approximately 7 to 8% of the time end up in a lawsuit. There's a lot of people that want representation. Obviously, the stats show. So be very proud, be very loud of what you guys do, and start to educate your consumer more than ever. Now, if we look at the inventory, inventory is increasing. Many of you maybe have noticed this, but inventory of homes actively for sale increased in 45 out of the 50 largest metro areas compared to last year. And in 4 large metro areas, inventory was above pre-pandemic levels. So inventory is increasing. We actually had earlier this year a market update about this. We were talking about, this was going to be the year of the fives. So we said that we were going to have around 5.5 million home sales. So I think that we're going to be right in alignment with that. So inventory is growing, and you could see it. This is the inventory growing across all 50 states. There's only 3 states where we had, less than like a negative 15 to 0% increase in inventory, but every other state, there's been a massive increase in inventory. So this is as of March of 2024. So this is really good news, right? For everybody that's like, where there's no inventory. There's inventory, definitely is increasing across the nation. So, with the exception, obviously, of Nevada, Illinois, and looks like New York, right? They're trailing behind with inventory a little bit, but everyone else, we have an increase. Also, homes actively for sale increase in 45 out of the 50 largest metro areas. This just shows you the stats, right? It shows you where we're at specifically right now. So you see there's an upward trend, right? You can also see 21, 22, 23. So we are above that there. We're increasing. So this is really good news for your buyers, right? Yes, we do have interest rates that are higher, but we're going to have a little bit more options. So if you've been having sellers that have been on the sidelines, you might want to tell them that this is the perfect time to get a property on the market. For the first 3 months of the year, the inventory of homes actively for sale was high at the highest level since 2020, right? Big stat, right? So if you want to tell them like, hey, you know what? Since 2020, we actually have the most homes on the market. However, while inventory this March is much improved compared to previous 3 years, it is still down 37%. This is compared to 2017 to 2019. So it doesn't mean that we have a flood of inventory. We're just sort of coming back to a normal market, which is a good thing. In March, as in the previous months, the growth in homes, particularly priced in the $200,000 to $350,000 range, outpaced all of other price categories. Yes, that's pretty self-explanatory there, right? Those lower price points are definitely moving a lot faster. Active monthly listings in the thousands. So as you can see, this is from 2022 all the way to March, which is last month. We have 694,000 listings active, right? So again, you're seeing the numbers increase. And this is in comparison to 2022, we had 354,000. March of 2023, we had 562,000. And March of 2024, we had 694,000. So we are double, from 2022. So really good stuff again, right? Take that into consideration. Providing a boost in overall inventory, sellers turned out in higher numbers this March as newly listed homes were 15.5% above last year's levels. This marked the 5th month increasing listing activity after a 17-month streak of decline. Really good news, guys. Really good news. So Newly listed homes 2023 to 2024. So again, you could see this, right? If you guys wanted like a month by month, January, right? Slight increase. February, slight increase. March, slight increase, right? So we are getting up in inventory. So again, get those sellers on the phone right now. Let them know that this is the time to do it. Consumers' attitude, right, towards home selling increased marked in February, with current homeowners in particular expressing greater optimism that it's a good time to sell. So the narrative, right, and this is a chief economist with Fannie Mae. The narrative is that people are saying, "Hey, this is a good time to sell." So this stat, take it and create some content, get a video out there. This is the time to sell. Reach out to your buyer, to your sellers, right, to the homeowners. Let them know, hey, this is the time to sell. This is the time to get on the market. So you want to make sure that you guys are getting loud about these stats. So also the latest Fed decision, which was not as exciting. Everybody's wanted to have the interest rates come down, but they decided to maintain the target range for federal funds rate, 5.25 to 5.5%. So nothing changed there. The Federal Reserve influenced mortgage rates, but doesn't set them. As of March of 20th, with the central bank kept funds rate unchanged and said it will keep an eye on an economic development to decide what it's next and would it move on. So this, from the beginning of the year, again, was declared as a year of the fives. It's not looking like we're going to be in the fives, based on the, the new stats that we've been seeing. We're probably going to be somewhere in the sixes, and I will show you what that looks like here shortly. Current expectations are that the Fed will start to cut rates at some point between June and September. The exact timing depends on how incoming economic data looks. The Fed's March meeting did not set up the prospect of a near-term interest rate cut. So, guys, I would tell everybody, like anybody that is interested in actually buying, they got to do it now. If the rates start to come down, again, we are starting to see slightly higher numbers of inventory, which is a good thing. But when the interest rates drop, the frenzy is going to go crazy. So there is some specific calculators that you can work with your favorite title company, and your title company can actually provide to you, what it looks like for them to buy now with the current interest rate, and what it would look like if they actually bought with the quote unquote lower interest rate, 6 months from now, and what that would actually equal in equity. I still believe that the consumer has to make the move now. These are the mortgage rate projections. As you can see, this is Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4. So we're looking at in the sixes, right? So we're going to go from 6.7% to approximately 6.2%. So again, we're not seeing any fives anymore. So let the consumers know that they need to get out there and make things happen. So when you zoom out, affordability, though, is still very, very low from a historical perspective, right? And this is from the Deputy Chief Economic of First American. The housing demand has been on a steady rise due to population and job growth, though the actual timing of purchases will be determined by prevailing mortgage rates and wider inventory choices. So, as we already seen, inventory is increasing. Good thing. Interest rates, unfortunately, are not going to be going down as fast as we thought they were. Also, affordability at historic low. This actually shows you context from 1990 to 2023. So you can see affordability is very, very low, right? I mean, these were like the craziest years, right? This is actually when I started in the business. We had a ton of distressed properties. And you could see that we're nowhere near having any sort of distressed properties or affordability. So we are below the way below the average here. So just something to still keep conscious of. Some good news is that the wages are climbing at a faster pace, right? So people are starting to make a little bit more money in the private sector, which is a good indicator, right? So and this is as of this year, as of 2024. So this is a good news. Good news. That way, people have a little bit more money to buy there. This shows you the home price forecast, appreciation versus a depreciation, right? So the average of appreciation is going to be about 3.2%. At the beginning of the year, we were speculating again that we were going to have like a 5% appreciation index here in 2024, but it is looking like it's going to be around 3.2, 3.5%, right? If you look at all of these different sources, right, the average is 3.2%. Also, For anybody that's obviously renting, this is this is just an important stat for you to know, and this is across all 50 largest metro areas. The average monthly mortgage right now is 1984. In comparison to the rentals, look at the rentals; they're like almost exactly the same here. 1700 is overall, right? If we look at all the 50 largest metro areas, we're looking at studios, a 1-bedroom and a 2-bedroom. So you could see that, very similar in pricing when it comes down to actually having a mortgage. So that's cool stat for you guys to note. We are obviously in the business of getting people to become homeowners. So get out there again and get these individuals qualified, or at least in a consultation. You guys need to get into more consultations than ever. From high prices to low inventory, potential home buyers now know it's gnarly out there. But if you're ready for home ownership, the long-term benefit of buying often outweighs the pain of toughing out the search, even in these days. So this is also a very important, graph here that kind of shows you, right? If you're buying a property, of $400,000, and this is with an average appreciation rate, that means that a homeowner will gain at buying at $400,000 in the next 5 years, $83,000 in equity. So, obviously, if the pricing is double than this, right? We're at 400,000, but let's just say you're in a market right now where your average sales price is 800,000. You're looking at $160,000 appreciation over the next 5 years. So, really awesome stat. Interest rates, right? This is exactly where we're at. This is as of March, 6.79%. This is the average mortgage rate. So again, we're starting to come down a little bit, from last couple of months here, but it's still not low enough to where we want it to be. And again, this just shows you where we're going from 6.8 all the way to 6.1, by Q4. I wish we would have had a 5, guys, but it doesn't look like we have a 5 just yet. So this is a very important thing you got to pay attention to. The character you show over the next 60 to 90 days, the character you show, I'm talking to you, the character you show in the next 60 to 90 days will play a huge part in the reputation you enjoy over the next 10 years. So you see, guys, it's in these moments of like chaos, it's in these moments of change where you truly decide, hey, am I really a professional? Am I really going to be for the consumer? Am I really all in on this profession like I say I am? Because if you truly are, these next 90 days are going to be the defining factor for you. You see, change is a constant, as you guys already know. When you guys signed up for real estate, you guys signed up for a massive amount of change. So I want you guys to really pay attention to what you guys do in the next 90 days, because this is going to be key for your next decade of your career, whether you even stay in the business. So with all this information, guys, you guys need to really get clear as to what it is that you're doing, why you are doing it, and you really got to draw a line in the sand and say, this is it. I am fully committed to this business no matter what, right? No matter if the interest rates, the inventory, the NAR, and I'm going to switch gears now because I just gave you guys a bunch of stats. So I want to ask you guys all a quick question, which I'm pretty sure the answer is going to be yes, I believe. But do you believe in your dreams, right? And I'm going to pivot back to you guys. Do you believe in your dreams, right? Whether that's going to be you hitting a target goal of making, 150, 200,000, $500,000, $1 million. What is it that your dream is? Is it your dream to buy your first home? Is it your dream to pay college tuition for your kids? Is it your dream to pay off debt? Is it your dream? Like, what is your dream? And do you actually believe in your dream? Because this next 90 days and these next 180 days are going to be predicators of your belief and confidence in your actual dreams. And I'm actually talking to all of you guys, so I would like to engage and put in the chat if you're actually believing your dreams, yes or no. I think that you guys do, but I just want to hear from you guys and put it in the chat if you do believe in your dreams. Just put it in the chat. Put it in the chat. Engage. This is the part of the training where I'm not going to just talk. I want you guys to engage, and I want you guys to tell me if you guys are believing in your dreams. Yes, yes, yes. So there's a couple of you that do. I know most of you do. You guys are probably, out there, maybe distracted, but I want you guys to just tune in and get, really inquisitive within yourself. And the next question, Do you believe in yourself? Do you believe in yourself, right? You believe in your dreams. We already said, yes, we believe in our dreams. Do you believe in yourself? Yes, 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 right? Yes, I know I believe in me. I know you believe in yourself. So I want to start off this conversation with that, right? Because it's number one, do you believe in your dreams? Do you believe in yourself? And the next question, which again, you guys already told me you guys believe in your dreams. I know you guys don't believe in your excuses, right? So I want to test you guys, right? Do you believe in your dreams or do you believe in your excuses? And I'm going to give you guys a simple test. I know none of you are going to say I believe in my dreams, and of course I don't believe in my excuses. Well, this is the test. This is a very, very simple test, okay? Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? It's all predicated. Like if you truly believe in yourself and you truly believe in your dreams, it's all predicated around this. Discipline. It's all predicated around this. Discipline, discipline, discipline. Like you being disciplined, that means that you honor your word to yourself, to your dreams, versus you honoring your word to your excuses. And let me give you guys a little bit of context, okay? And I mean no matter what. No matter what. Okay? And this is what no matter what means. Because this could be used as an excuse, by the way. So this is going to be when you might try to convince yourself otherwise, right? Again, most of you in this training right now just said, I believe in myself and I believe in my dreams. So if you catch yourself or you catch anyone else saying, oh, well, interest rates, oh, low inventory, recession, inflation, politics, the economy, NAR, nobody wants to sell, nobody wants to buy, fill in the blank with whatever excuse. When you are telling yourself these kind of excuses and you're not taking action, that means that you're not disciplined in your dreams. That means that you're not honoring your dreams. And that means that you honestly don't believe in yourself or your dreams. Because if you did, you wouldn't be negotiating with yourself when this kind of stuff happens. You know, it's like it baffles me when I hear people like, oh, well, this. You're honoring your excuses. I just want you guys to know, any single moment in the day, in the week, in the month, when you guys catch yourself saying something like this, that means that you are making more deposits into your excuses than you are in your dreams. And this is I'm going to extend it. This is the other thing. I don't feel like it. I'm not motivated. I'm not inspired. This is too hard. I don't know if this is for me. I'm not good at this. Too much competition, too difficult. I'm not ready. I'm afraid. I don't know what to say. It didn't work. Again, these are all excuses that are going to get in the way of your dreams and goals. They're all going to get in the way. And if you catch yourself, right? If you catch yourself around other people that are saying these kind of things, just like, politely interrupt them and say, look, I believe in my dreams and I know you do too. Let's cut the BS. Let's put that to the side because that's not real. What is real? That as I am a professional, that I am committed to this business, I am committed to my dreams, and I am going to act until I am all in. Because that's the decision that you guys need to do here in the next 60 to 90 days that are going to determine the next 10 years of your business. You see, this is a decision that you guys need to make for yourself right now because this is, again, going to dictate whether you're even in the business. A lot of people are phasing out of the business right now because they're buying into these kind of excuses. And they're making these excuses more important than their dreams. You see, it does work. It does work. It did work. You chose not to. So I want you guys to look at yourselves honestly when you look at yourself and when you look at your actions and when you're sitting there after this training and you're looking at what you need to do, catch yourself as you're negotiating. Wait, am I negotiating with my dreams right now? I know in my heart that you all want to succeed, and it's going to show up in your discipline. It's going to show up in your discipline. So I want you guys to really get clear. What is my goal? What is my dream? And why am I going to do this? I want you guys to write down your why. I want you to write down your why. Why is it that you are going to do it? I want you guys to really take some time and write this down for yourself, because this is going to help you when you're negotiating with yourself, when you catch yourself saying, I don't know if I could do this. I want you to pivot back to what you wrote. This is my goal, this is my dream, and this is why I'm going to do it. And if you really believe in yourself and your dreams, then discipline is easy. If you really believe in yourself and your dreams, then discipline is easy. You see, nobody is telling you to do it. Nobody is telling you, like, well, yes, I am telling you guys to do it, but at the end of the day, you guys choose, right? You guys choose that if you're going to do this. So honor your agreements. And this is how it actually practically shows up in your life, guys. Look, these are the types of things you guys have to do. Measure the metrics. I want you guys to stay very, very, very focused on these metrics. How many conversations am I having every day? How many appointments am I actually setting? How many contracts am I signing? How many escrows am I opening? How many listings have I signed? The two most important ones are the two at the top, the conversations and appointments. Those are the only two that you can control, by the way. The other ones are going to come as a byproduct of those two. Conversations, appointments, conversations, appointments, conversations, appointments. That's, the cool thing in real estate, it's not rocket science. It's not like some thing that you have to figure out. It's literally conversations and appointments. So I want you to focus on today and every single day, how many conversations and how many appointments, how many conversations. And by the way, I know most of you are thinking like, well, what do I do? There's so many different things. Yes, I know. Do all of them. Open houses. I want you to call. I want you to call your sphere of influence. I want you to call your past clients. I want you to create the content. And by the way, if you don't have any business right now, you should be at an open house as much as humanly possible. I want you to be at an open house every day if you don't have appointments. I want you to be at an open house every single day if you don't have escrows. If you truly want to get more escrows and you want to get more business, get yourself to an open house, because at an open house, you can create more conversations, right? With people walking in. You can door knock properties, 5 to the left, 5 to the right, 10 across the street. You can create content. You can follow up with your sphere of influence. You can follow up with your past clients. Guys, there's so many opportunities. We already saw this. $86 million in commissions are out there on a weekly basis. It's up to you to get it. And where are you going to get it? Well, go where the lowest hanging fruit is at. It's going to be at an open house. That's what I believe. So I want you guys to keep track of this every single day. Conversations, appointments. And I recommend that you have at least 25 conversations every single day. Again, if you have no escrows, you got to have more conversations, right? If you're managing a lot of escrows, well, number one, if you're getting overwhelmed with the amount of escrows, you should be hiring an assistant. But if you don't have an assistant just yet, or you do, which is fantastic, I want you to still not negotiate with the amount of conversations, because the dips in your business come from the lack of conversations that you're having. You should be setting up at least 2 appointments every day when you have 25 conversations. And it doesn't matter if they need to sell or buy. I want you to get face-to-face with people, because when you get face-to-face with people, this is going to get you that much closer to a transaction. It's going to get the consumer to believe, you know what, this person actually cares. They really care about educating me. You know what, so-and-so just asked me about buying a house. I'm going to recommend you. That's where referrals start to come in, because you are doing more than you are paid for. When you call, when you're having a conversation, I want you guys to also keep track of this. I want you to, pretend like you're conducting a survey. And I want you to gather this information from each person that you're talking to. Obtain their most recent email. I want you to have email for every single person. I want you to find out if they're a homeowner. I want you to categorize them as a potential buyer or seller. I want you to collect their address if they're a homeowner, obviously, because I want you to provide them a property evaluation every 30 days. Ask them, do you have any real estate services? And like, do you need anything? Are you thinking of buying, selling, or investing in real estate, commercial, anything? Ascertain whether their frequency of follow-up, and this is going to be the last thing. You're going to say, you know what? I'm going to actually stay in touch with you. I've done a terrible job of staying in touch with you up until this moment, but I want to stay in touch with you and I want to be a resource. How often should I stay in touch with you? And they're going to say, hey, you know what? Reach out to me once a month, once every 6 months, whatever the case is. Notate that, input that information into your CRM, because this is why I want every single one of you, every single human being that you know, that you have proximity with, you should know this about every single person. And also that last little question number 8, I want you to know if they own a business, because a lot of people that you have in your sphere of influence right now also might be a commercial client. And yes, you may not know commercial, but guess what? We have a community of professionals where there is people here that understand commercial. So you should ask them that question, because even if you don't know it, you can partner with the commercial broker and you can represent that client. We cannot afford to say no to any business. If somebody says, do you do luxury? You're going to say yes. Do you do commercial? You're going to say yes. Do you do international? Do you say yes? Can you help me to buy a property in New York? Say yes. Yes to everything. Don't say no to anything. Say yes to all of it. And this is the simple model, guys. I've talked to you guys about this in the past. The 2, 10, 40. 2 appointments a day, 10 appointments a week, 40 appointments a month. 2 appointments a day, 10 appointments a week, 40 appointments a month. You guys should have this as your minimum baseline on your business. And guys, now that I said all of that, everything is going to rise and fall around accountability. Everything is going to rise and fall around accountability. So what I have done is that I've created a call that I'm doing every Friday at 1 o'clock. You guys can scan this QR code. And again, this is only for you that are committed to measuring how many conversations and appointments. All you're going to do is show up to the call and say, I had this many conversations and I had this many appointments. Every Friday at 1 o'clock, I'm doing this on my calendar. If you scan that QR code, you will be added to my calendar and you will be in a group setting and you will be vocalizing your metrics. How many conversations? How many appointments? How many conversations? How many appointments? How many conversations? How many appointments? I'm doing this every Friday at 1 o'clock. And again, show up to this call if you truly believe in your dreams, if you truly believe in yourself, and you want to take your business to the next level. Like, that's it. And I expect, obviously, there's like about 100 people in here. I expect probably like less than 10% of you guys to even show up to this thing. And I want you guys to prove me wrong. I want every single one of you to show up to this thing. I want you to keep track of your numbers. And if you're truly going to keep track of your numbers, this is all you got to do on a Friday. Now, switching gears. If you have a listing that you would like us to promote, scan this QR code. And I do request, and Terry as well, to submit your listing by 1 o'clock on Friday, because we're going to go ahead and promote it to our email list. So if you want additional marketing, you want additional exposure, please scan this QR code and we will promote it for you guys. This week's training, this is online. I am also going to share what we have in person. These are the online trainings that we have. We already just did the Monday Mastermind. Mr. Will Higgins hosted a powerful call this morning at 9 o'clock. Mr. Jose Perez also is hosting a agent's basic training as well, Tuesdays.
Mine's are on Wednesdays. Mine's are on Wednesdays, brother. That was switched a while back. Wednesdays.
Let me rewind it. Mr. Jose Perez is doing it on Wednesdays. Get us the new flyer, please. That way we can go ahead and promote the correct one. And also, Mr. Mo Rosales out in Bakersfield, with him and his beautiful wife, they do 100 transactions a year. He's doing Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Well, actually, it's Monday through Thursday, 8:30 to 9:15. They're doing skills mastery. So if you want to beef up your skills, guys, make sure you tune into the Zoom. Powerful stuff. And if you guys need evening classes, contracts, disclosures, tech, right? Evaluating properties, 7:30 p.m. This is happening Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Also, Winner Circle training. We're also doing a Wednesday call. There's various subjects, so just make sure that you guys look at your Let's Grow Zoom calendar. All of this stuff is in there. And also the new agent training that we have for Winner Circle that's hosted on Fridays at 10 o'clock. We also have 2 classes, 2 trainings. They're actually going to be hosted in person. One of them is going to happen in Rancho Cucamonga, and the other one is going to happen in Diamond Bar. So the Buyer's Mastery Workshop is going to happen April 18th from 9 to 3. It's hosted by my friend Joseph Trujillo and all of these other amazing top producing professionals. And also April 16th, which is tomorrow, we're also hosting a speed dating with the coaches. This is hosted by Mr. Felix Hung. We have all these amazing speakers as well. It's going to be very, very powerful. It's going to be a speed dating with the coaches from 10:30 to 2:30 in Diamond Bar. So those are the in-person trainings. And the last thing I will say, guys, is that you should. Oh, and I forgot. Ms. Lee Mighty just said that we have a winner circle Wednesday at 5 p.m. So for all the ladies in the house, there is a women's circle Wednesday call. So this is only for the ladies. This is a very special conversation. The Lee Mighty, Cherish, and Monica Singer are hosting Wednesdays at 5 p.m. And if you guys need the link, make sure you reach out to Lee Mighty or Terry, and then she'll get you added. But I've heard nothing but phenomenal things from these trainings. I unfortunately can't tell you how awesome they are because I can't be part of them. But for all the ladies in the house, make sure you tune into that call. So last thing, guys, you guys should be reading every single day. You should be investing in yourself every single day. This book, I've been if you've been around me for the last week, I have told you about this book. I want every single one of you to buy this book. This is The Wealth Money Can't Buy by Robin Sharma. You can get it on Audible. You can get it in a hardcover, whatever your gig is. Get this book. I am about 70% done with the book, and I just started earlier this week. It is a game changer. One of the things that I will tell you that it's going to keep you in this business, it's going to keep you stable and focused, guys. It's going to be you committed to learning every single day. I can't hesitate how powerful of a habit it is for you to read and develop yourself every single day. This is the latest and greatest book. Buy it. Again, I don't make anything out of this. This book is changing my life. So I want you guys to take advantage of this. Also, if you do have any questions, in addition to all this amazing content we just provided, if you have any questions on how to get plugged in, where to find something, make sure you reach out to Ms. Terry. That is her cell phone, her email. She does a wonderful job of keeping you guys up to date. The reason why a lot of you guys are even here is because she's sending out alerts, updates, putting on the calendar. So if you're not in our email list, and if you guys are missing our alerts, make sure you reach out to Terry. And that is it, guys. Thank you so much for participating today. It's April 15th, 2024. God bless each and every single one of you. Thank you so much for your attention. Thank you so much for your listening. And I wish that this week is filled with miracles and new listings, new buyers, new escrows. And as always, don't forget about this call that I'm hosting on accountability on Friday at 1 o'clock. But thank you. Thank you so much for being here. Let's all create an amazing day. And that is it. That is it.
Thank you. Manifesting Monday.
Let's go.
Leo, can I make a quick announcement?
Of course. Miss Monica Singer in the house. Let's go. Quick
Hi,
announcement.
everyone. We're
Hello,
going
hello.
to do a small event this Thursday. Everybody is welcome. We are going to be creating some content together. It's going to be in Upland. I have the information on my Instagram page, realtor_Monica Singer. So if anyone wants to come out, create content with us, learn how to create content. We're also going to have some drinks, some snacks. So feel free to come out. Everyone is welcome.
Awesome. Thank you, Miss Monica. And I'm going to drop her Instagram handle in here. This is Monica's Instagram, guys. So you guys can go ahead and give her a follow if you guys don't. And that's where you guys are going to find all of the information for her amazing training. But thank you so much for sharing that with the community. Anybody else have any announcements before we wrap up? We got about a couple more minutes. Anything else? Then we're good? All right. Cool. Have a blessed day, guys. I will see you guys at the next training. Peace.